Hello all, JMO here from NFlight Technology. I want to speak directly to flight instructors today about a really simple and powerful tool that you can use in the cockpit. It's pretty simple. It's our Hero12 with an ND filter, our ND16 propeller filter, as well as the NFlightCam Aviation audio and power cable for GoPro. You'll notice that we're using our proprietary door. Let's power the camera on, and let's go through some of the simplified settings available. So as a flight instructor, you can focus on flight instruction and less on the camera. The GoPro Hero12 has two control panel options, Easy Control and Pro Control. The camera by default comes set on Easy Control, and if you tap on Easy Control, you'll see there's a toggle to go back and forth between Pro and Easy. But like I said, you need to be focused on instruction. Let's leave it on Easy Control. The other thing I like to do is lock the orientation. As the camera is going to be hanging off the ceiling, you can remove auto rotation, then you can lock the rotation, lock the orientation, so the footage will always come out correct. If I go back to the video, there's three options to choose from: highest quality, standard quality. Choose standard quality. It's 4K 30. It's going to give you everything that you need and then some. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll get to choose your framing. There's a vertical for social media, widescreen, just kind of your typical television widescreen, but I recommend choosing full frame. Full frame is going to give you the most immersive look in the cockpit, but it also is going to give you an enormous amount of flexibility in post-production if you need it. Quick capture is also activated. That's a one button on, one button off using the shutter button. Let's quickly talk about quick capture. Once quick capture is activated, you can just use your thumb on the bottom shutter button, the big red circle. You press it, the camera will power on and start recording. When you're done with your shot, right, just simply thumb press that shutter button again. It's going to stop the recording and power the camera off. Okay, let's talk about the actual audio cord itself. You probably don't have anybody in the back seat, so set everything up using your backseat ports. You do not need to have your headset in line, even though there is an inline headset option. I like to wrap up the cord just nice and gently around the base of the camera as it hangs from the ceiling, and it just kind of tidies up the cockpit a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Don't forget that you're going to need to set your audio and volume control to the back seat. Make sure that you're getting all the radio calls that you want. You can also quickly grab a headset, plug into the empty port, do a quick test.
As you can see, instructors, with the full frame, you get an incredibly immersive, almost square format of the entire cockpit, as well as the line of sight.
6-6, right down runway 16, number 2 bend.
Now granted, when you're on this super simplified automatic function, sometimes the exposures out of the window may or may not get, may or may not meet your expectations, but you should review our GoPro settings and ND filters video for ways to precisely adjust your exposure values. There is also HDR mode, which we have a video about as well. But again, I'm trying to keep this super simple in its most basic form. So 5,300 foot density altitude this morning in Bend. I do a 10% flap takeoff. I think with my Super Hawk motor and 10% flaps, I should easily be off the runway, wheels up at 1,000 feet. Bend traffic, Super Hawk 45 Golf on the go, 16.
Let's talk a little bit more about the framing options and the choice of using this full frame mode. It's really easy in post-production to throw this full frame footage into a timeline and change the look and feel, particularly if you're using a standard 1080p timeline, which is usable in all formats from social media to televisions. You can really play a lot with the footage, creating, like I said, different looks and feels of the cockpit depending what works best for you. Or you can just leave it full frame and do your instructor thing with your students. For more information, contact us by email, support@nflightcam.com, or by phone 907-891-8607.